When the player dies, it has the option, like the other ones, to actually have an explosion force, a radial force that happens around the player. So for instance, your player may be carrying sticks of dynamite, and if you might want to have it where he can explode out and affect other things. Let's put in a couple of blocks so we can actually see that that option actually happening here. We'll put a block damage type that can take an effect, and then let's see, we'll put a physics object so you can see a force applied and actually hit the object up and around. So with those, let's go ahead and go to the player, and we'll just go down to where the player's hurt options are, and then down to the option for explode on die. So the explode for this one isn't the shatter where it breaks him into pieces. For player, that's not available yet, but for the radial damage to affect other objects, it's going to be available. So if you have explode enabled for the player on this one, I'm going to set the force up to about 30. Actually, let's go for about 35 or so. And then the force upwards is just going to be how much upwards do you want to actually push the object as well. So there's a radial force that's going to happen, but then also an upward force if you want something to feel like it gets hit from below and pushed up. And then there's a effect range, and this is actually just saying how much does when the player goes to a die state or a dead state, how much do you want it to affect around him. And then the last part we can say is the effect hit point, so how many points do you want to apply damage to for anything else around it. And then the explode after dead, so this is going to be, there's the animation for die state and then the dead state. So you may have it where the die state is that one-time cycle that's animating something cool, and then the dead state he explodes. Or you might want to have it where it happens before the dead state and it's during the die state. So if it's that one, you just want to uncheck this one. So it's either or when it comes to that. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this one out here. So the spikes are set to just 50 plus points on the hit point, so it'll just be 2 hits and he'll go to his die to dead state. So when I get hit once, and I get hit again, so notice I got hit, it applied damage and broke this, it applied a force, which since this is physics object, it actually moved it some. I only have 2 lives on the character, so this will be the second life that gets used for it. And then that last one, it applies another amount of damage here, and then I was close enough and under the physics object that it actually kind of pushed it up and over on that one. Alright, so there you go. Just a kind of a retake. You know, you've seen it from the standard tile, but this one is more from how can you apply it with the player in mind.